Hello everybody, Levi Clay, and I'm back again to do some transcribing in a live sort of setting for you. This video was suggested to me by an old friend of mine, Tyler Correll. He sent me an email with a link to this video saying how cool it was, and I agree. Frank Gambale, obviously incredible technique and some very interesting ideas, and he said that I should do a video of me trying to transcribe some of it for you guys. Normally I wouldn't do something like this because I have a lot of actual work going on, but this video is nice and short and I thought it would be quite fun. You've got some downtime before a student coming on later, so I thought I'd show you how I would approach doing something like this, because of course this is what I do for a living. If anybody out there is interested in transcriptions, it doesn't need to be, you know, crazy Frank Gambale stuff. If there's anything out there you've ever wanted to learn, get in touch with me and let me know. As a guide, I mean, this Frank Gambale video is 20 seconds long, so you'd be looking at about £10 for something as short as this. Anyway, let me just hit play on the video. I do apologise if the audio quality isn't fantastic. There seem to be the odd technical hiccups in my streaming or recording software, so it sounds like this. So some cool ideas in there, definitely. I've opened up a file in Guitar Pro. I've got my guitar to hand. Lovely Telecaster with Danny Gatton pickups in it. And the way I would work, this is an interesting track obviously because the track isn't in time. I mean, obviously he's playing in time, but there's no pulse, so he's pushing and pulling, and notating something like that can be a pain, especially when you're not working in a piece of software that allows you to have bars of infinite length. You need to lay things out in bars in Guitar Pro, so there's going to be a degree of interpretation, but this might be interesting to you to see how I do this. So I've got the track open. So before I even slow things down, I heard that phrase. Da ba ya da 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 da. Let's just check it though. A bit slower than that. I'll do it super slow so you can really hear it. Da ya da ba da 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 da. Now that's my approach. I always demonstrate this. It's always about me singing a phrase first, because if I can sing it, the chances are I can probably play it. So and I would imagine that would be how Frank is playing that. Obviously I've got video for reference, but generally speaking I don't like to refer too much to the video when the job begins. I might go back for reference later just to really make sure, but my first protocol is to trust my ears, because I can't explain it, it's just the nature of the beast, but sometimes you will see something on the video which does not translate to what you can hear. I can't explain why this happens. Can't be a camera error. In this example, it's definitely like that. Sometimes it's studio trickery. Sometimes a guy's overdubbed a note or two. But yeah, for that reason, I try to rely on my ears rather than my eyes. So there's my first phrase. Let's just check that, just so you can hear. Maybe that's a bit loud. So bo bo ba ba ya da da. So we've come off so we have come off that F sharp. Oops. What's happened there? Ooh, lots of mistakes. And, no audio. Yep. So as you can see, I'm not putting too much time and effort into the rhythm at this stage. If I need to go back and correct that at a later point, it's easy enough for me to do. So we have the phrase that I've just transcribed. A bit slower. Ba ba ya da ba da 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 ba da ya da da. Yeah, just moves up that F sharp minor 7 arpeggio. Tidy the score up a hair. And just to make things look a bit tidier, I'd put a key signature in. Now I have a rough idea of what's going on. I don't know why I chose to put it in there. Probably for the use of F sharps, a lot of F sharp arpeggios, so I just assume it's the 6 and A. Obviously I can go back and check that at another point. It also occurred to me the other reason why I try not to rely on video is because when you slow video down, you can often, the video can be offset. I am able to correct that in Transcribe. So here's the video as is, though I could offset the video. Obviously the video is way ahead there. It actually feels like it's maybe a frame behind. So here's where we have a break in the rhythm. So there are those breaks. I would use that. So this F sharp, he's resting on that note. So for the sake of reading, I want it to fall on a beat, and it does. Falls on the downbeat of beat 1, bar 3. And he holds the note, so for the sake of, like I say, for reading, I will write that as a crotchet or a quarter note. And again, here's a phrase, I can sing it. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Yeah. And it lends itself obviously to sweep picking. I appreciate you can't see my guitar, that's not really all that important. Now here is an example of somewhere where I might just double check the position, so I'm just going to refer to the video. Obviously this video is of such low resolution, that's blown up twice the size that it was downloaded at. So it is really hard to tell, but I can use these fret markers just to, I can see the first fret marker on the guitar is here at the 3rd fret, so this will be the 5th, the 7th, the 9th. So his first finger's somewhere around the 12th fret area. Now you'll see the way I've transcribed it, his first finger is going down to the 10th fret. So I might want to just check that. I might want to look what happens after he plays that F sharp minor arpeggio, where he shifts up. Does he stay in this area and then play the D at the 10th fret on the E string, or does he stay higher up on the neck? And that's quite a difficult one. I'm not sure if the audio is cutting out for you as much as it is for me. If it is cutting out for you, this isn't. It must be because I'm streaming into this software that's capturing all of this. I wouldn't be having to put up with this if I was doing a job for myself. I mean, it looks like you could be playing it there. Now here's where the rhythm breaks up a bit, and you have this kind of debate on whether you want to write it out so it looks nice on the page, or so it more closely reflects the subtle inflections in the way he plays it. Obviously that's totally down to taste, so audio lags, lovely. That's the phrase. Yeah, so after ba 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 da do. Nice and easy. Now here's where I might put a little bit of time into checking the positions. And I don't like this side of transcribing because guitar is the only instrument where this is of concern. If I transcribe, I don't know, a piano solo for someone, I don't have to worry about tabbing it. So nobody's going to turn around to me and say, well, I don't think you've written that in the right position. Guitar is the only instrument where that is relevant. Obviously I'm a guitar player though, so it's it's considerably less stress for me than it would be, say, for example, a piano player that has very little experience playing the guitar having to transcribe guitar. But I would definitely prefer to just be able to write the notes out and not have to worry too much about the positions. Though when it comes to this particular example, this Frank Gambale sweep picking thing, the thing that we have to accept is that this is a video about sweep picking technique. Therefore, the fingerings, the locations that these ideas are played in, are very important to the recreation of this as a piece. So again, like I say, this video is so low res, it's very difficult to be definitely sure on where he's playing these things. It would be much easier if this was a modern video. It would be shot better than this, and you'd be able to see much clearer. And also, to be fair, because I'm doing this sort of live, the live type thing, I don't want to sit here and and ah for too long. I'd much rather kind of just blast through things. But when you have a phrase like that, maybe we'll go up to that phrase. Anyway, just that part. There's obviously so many ways that could be played. It could be, as I've written it here, 12th fret on the A, D, jumping down to 9 on the D and descending to 9 on the A, but it could also just as easily be played like that. So we have pretty sure that's how he's playing that. Use up a major and add to arpeggio. Sometimes I do that when I'm transcribing. I'll hit play on the each note as I put it in, just so I can double check the note is accurate. That's an interesting phrase. You can hear a slide in there. Ba 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 ya. But this is where the fingering looks a little bit. I mean, those are the notes. There's no debating that those are the notes. Oh, whoops. Ba, 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 ba. There's your arpeggio there. So just to reiterate, this is what I do for a living. I transcribe music. If this is a service that you'd be interested in, either for commercial release or for your own personal study, do hit me up. You can always comment here, email me directly via my website, etc., etc. Tidiest phrase. Oh, audio cut out for me. Then there's a sort of scuff rest in there. 21st fret. Right, so we will cut things short there. Though, just to give you a guide, I may go through and add in the picking directions on this now, not on this video, of course, but just to sort of make sure that things are to a standard that I'd be happy with. Let me just roll off some of the tone. So speed. What I'm doing here is I'm giving myself an idea of the tempo. If that's my guide tempo, then I can go in and add that in using tap. So maybe mark it in at 130, and that means I can I feel that that's obviously a hair too slow, so just for the sake of getting an idea of what Frank's going for here. So not perhaps as perfect as I'd like it to be at this stage. But as I said, it's a live thing. I don't want to spend too much time herring over the details. You only need to look at my transcription work, though, to see that when I deliver work for people, accuracy is very important to me. So I kind of go over all of the details with a much finer tooth comb. But hopefully that gives you an idea of the way I might approach transcribing this Frank Gambale piece. If you want to imitate this, do this sort of thing yourself, this has been a good guide on how you might do that. You can see how I approach doing things like this. If you would like lessons on doing stuff like this, obviously this is a service that I provide, but I also am a teacher with a lot of experience teaching. So if you'd like to learn to transcribe the way I do, you can always hit me up for Skype lessons, etc. Or obviously email me just for transcriptions. Happy to do either. If you have enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button because that always helps, and the subscribe button is even more important. And lastly, do share it with your friends. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. I've been Levi K, and I will see you soon. Cheers.